For centuries, the mighty British Empire justified its reign over India with the self-proclaimed tolerant imperialism, even daring to suggest they were civilizing a supposedly uncultured land. Little did they know, beneath their very feet lay the remnants of a civilization that had flourished millennia before their arrival, a golden age etched in the very soil of India. That imperial arrogance was dealt a staggering blow in 1921. In that year, the dust began to settle on an extraordinary discovery, the unearthing of one of the world's earliest urban civilizations, a sophisticated society we now know as the Indus Valley Civilization. Just a century ago, the excavation of two major cities, Harappa and Mohenjo-daro, sent shockwaves through the archaeological world. These weren't mere villages, they were meticulously planned urban centers, boasting organized roads laid out in grid patterns, massive brick buildings hinting at sophisticated engineering, and a drainage system so advanced it would put many modern cities to shame. Each unearthed artifact, from delicate terracotta pottery and intricate jewelry to the silent stories held within ancient skeletons and enigmatic statues, whispered tales of a vibrant culture and a way of life long forgotten. With every layer of earth removed, a whole new world began to emerge. The sheer ingenuity of this civilization was breathtaking. Their mastery of agriculture sustained a large population. Their trade networks stretched far and wide, connecting them with contemporary powers. Their technology, evident in standardized weights and measures, spoke of a sophisticated administrative system. And their architecture? Well, it was revolutionary. Their water management and drainage systems were so remarkably advanced that even today many urban centers globally lack such comprehensive infrastructure. Decades of painstaking excavation also brought to light their script, a series of intriguing symbols etched onto seals and tablets. Yet, here lies one of the greatest mysteries of this ancient world. While the languages of other ancient giants like Mesopotamia and Egypt have been deciphered, the Indus script remains stubbornly untranslated, defying over a century of dedicated effort. To understand the discovery of this extraordinary civilization, we need to journey back nearly 2 centuries. Imagine 1829. Charles Masson, a former East India Company employee with a thirst for the unknown, was traveling through the Punjab province, en route to meet the formidable Maharaja Ranjit Singh in Lahore. It was here, amidst seemingly random mounds and ruins, that he stumbled upon remnants hinting at a profound antiquity. Unknowingly, he had laid eyes on an ancient city, a relic of a civilization thousands of years old. Driven by his historical curiosity, Masson meticulously documented his observations, later publishing them in his book, Arrival at Harappa. His account sparked further interest. In the following decades, British travelers like Sir Alexander Burns and, crucially, the keen-eyed military officer and archaeology enthusiast Sir Alexander Cunningham visited the site. Cunningham was captivated. He returned to Harappa in 1856 and unearthed numerous ancient coins amidst the ruins, solidifying the evidence of a long-lost civilization. For him, every crumbling brick, every weathered artifact, was a piece of a tantalizing puzzle he yearned to solve. This fascination led him to a pivotal decision. Upon his retirement as a major general in 1861, Cunningham dedicated himself to the study and preservation of India's ancient past. His relentless advocacy led to the establishment of the Archaeological Survey of India, the ASI, in that very year, and he was appointed its first Director General. It was Cunningham's initial work that brought this forgotten civilization under the umbrella of official investigation. He even conducted small-scale excavations in the 1870s, the findings of which were documented in the ASY's first reports. These early explorations yielded a significant find, a distinctive black seal. It depicted a humpless bull, two enigmatic stars beneath its neck, and, most intriguingly, an inscription of 6 unknown characters above the animal. This small artifact held the first tangible evidence of the Indus script, a language that would continue to baffle researchers for generations. However, the true momentum in unraveling the Harappan mystery came in 1902 with the appointment of Sir John Marshall as the director of the ASI. Recognizing the site's immense potential, Marshall initiated large-scale excavations at Harappa, entrusting the crucial work to the dedicated Indian archaeologist Dayaram Sahni. In 1920, under Sahni's meticulous observation, the systematic excavation of Harappa began, and just a year later, a wealth of ancient remains started to emerge along the banks of the Ravi River in the Montgomery district of Punjab. Crucially, the advent of carbon dating technology allowed researchers to determine that these relics were thousands of years old. For the first time, the existence of a lost city was confirmed, igniting global interest in this newfound Indian civilization. The local people knew the site as Harappa, and so the civilization began to take its name. Recognizing the potential scale of this discovery, archaeologists expanded their efforts, bringing in the expertise of D.R. Bhandarkar, Rakhal Das Banerjee, and M.S. Vats. In 1922, Rakhal Das Banerjee, excavating nearly 600 kilometers north of Harappa along the Indus River, unearthed similar ancient remains. These too were dated back thousands of years. Here, at one location, multiple human skeletons were found layered upon each other, leading to the site's evocative name, Mohenjo-Daro, the Mound of the Dead. The significance of these twin discoveries couldn't be ignored. In 1924, Sir John Marshall officially announced to the world through a London magazine the unearthing of a major ancient civilization in British India. With the revelation of Harappa and Mohenjo-Daro, alongside numerous smaller ancient settlements along the Indus River, the civilization became known as the Indus Valley Civilization, or Sindhu Ghati Sabhyata. Because Harappa was the first to be discovered, it's also referred to as the Harappan Civilization. Its very existence stunned the world. Until then, the civilizations of Mesopotamia, Egypt, and China were considered the undisputed giants of the ancient urban world. The Indus Valley Civilization now claimed its place among these foundational cultures. While some researchers place its origins around 5,000 years ago, compelling evidence suggests it could be even older, perhaps flourishing as far back as 8,000 years. For nearly a century, the exploration of Indus Valley sites has continued, revealing over 1,400 settlements, with the majority currently located in India and a significant number in Pakistan. These discoveries continue to reshape our understanding of the ancient world. The distribution of these sites reveals a fascinating pattern. A significant concentration lies near the Indus River, while an even larger number have been found along the now largely dried up Ghaggar-Hakra River, suggesting a vital historical waterway. And the search continues, with new discoveries constantly adding to our knowledge. The research conducted on these unearthed cities and settlements has allowed historians to piece together the timeline and geographical extent of this remarkable civilization. Remarkably, the Indus Valley Civilization was the most geographically expansive of all the early civilizations, covering an estimated 1.26 million square kilometers, an area encompassing modern-day India, Pakistan, and Afghanistan. Prominent sites like Harappa, Mohenjo-daro, and Amri are in Pakistan, while key locations such as Kalibangan, Lothal, Surkotada, Banawali, and Dholavira are situated in India. At its peak, this civilization may have been home to around 5 million people. The Indus Valley Civilization's long history is broadly divided into 3 phases. The early Harappan phase, beginning around 3300 BCE, saw the initial congregation of people from hilly regions along the fertile floodplains of the Indus River and its tributaries. The ease of agriculture in this rich land led to the establishment of settlements that gradually grew from tribal communities to villages and eventually urban centers by 2600 BCE. The period between 2600 and 1900 BCE is known as the mature Harappan phase, its golden era. It was during this time that places like Harappa, Mohenjo-daro, and Lothal transformed into major urban hubs, showcasing a level of planning and sophistication rarely seen in the ancient world. The cities of the Indus Valley Civilization were laid out with an intriguing and consistent pattern. Each major settlement comprised 2 distinct sections: the lower mound, the main residential area, and the upper mound, situated on elevated ground. The upper mound housed key public buildings, including marketplaces, workshops, meeting halls, and granaries for storing agricultural produce. While some experts believe the upper mound was reserved for the elite, the entire urban landscape was often enclosed by imposing boundary walls, likely for protection against wild animals and floods. This meticulous planning and design underscore the advanced engineering and urban planning skills of this ancient society. Even the structure of individual homes was remarkable. Houses were built in standardized brick sizes, arranged in blocks intersected by wide thoroughfares. Each dwelling typically featured a private bathroom connected to an intricate network of underground drains that efficiently carried wastewater and sewage out of the city. Their drainage system was so effective that it remains a testament to their foresight, surpassing the sanitation infrastructure of many contemporary cities. Beyond drainage, the Indus Valley people displayed an exceptional understanding of water resource management. Numerous wells provided clean drinking water essential for daily life. The discovery of the Great Bath at Mohenjo-daro, a massive brick-lined tank spanning 897 square feet with a depth of 8 feet, suggests ritualistic or communal bathing practices. A nearby well ensured a constant supply of fresh water, and adjacent changing rooms catered to bathers. Furthermore, they implemented strategies for water conservation, with cities like Dholavira showcasing sophisticated solar reservoirs and water channels designed to capture and store floodwater and river runoff, a remarkable feat for such an ancient civilization. In terms of civic sense, the Indus Valley people were remarkably advanced for their time. They prioritized hygiene, with designated dustbins along streets and the use of signboards for essential instructions, indicating an organized and considerate society. Intriguingly, despite their organized urban life, archaeological evidence doesn't point to the existence of a dominant ruler or a centralized governing system in the Harappan civilization. Studies suggest a more egalitarian society where people likely lived and worked collaboratively. The absence of large-scale weaponry or depictions of warfare further hints at a relatively peaceful existence. While no definitive temple structures have been unearthed, the discovery of certain seals suggests the religious inclinations of the Indus Valley people. The Pashupati seal, depicting a figure in a yogic posture surrounded by animals, has led some to speculate about early forms of deity worship, perhaps related to later Hindu traditions. Other seals featuring the peepal tree and the enigmatic one-horned unicorn suggest a reverence for nature. Evidence of tree and snake worship, along with the veneration of the unicorn, has been found across various sites. Beyond their architectural and technological prowess, the people of the Indus Valley Civilization were skilled artisans. The iconic bronze dancing girl statue from Mohenjo-daro speaks volumes about their artistic sensibilities and suggests the presence of developed forms of dance and music for entertainment. They crafted intricate jewelry, playful toys, and practical pottery using materials like clay, stone, and metals. Stone tools were essential for various tasks, and they possessed knowledge of gold, silver, copper, lead, and bronze, using precious metals and stones to create beautiful ornaments. For their livelihood, the Indus Valley people primarily relied on agriculture and trade. They cultivated a variety of crops, including wheat, barley, lentils, mustard, vegetables, and spices. Remarkably, they were among the first people in the world to cultivate and utilize cotton, spinning and weaving it into fabric. Woolen garments were also common. Alongside farming, animal husbandry played a vital role, with the rearing of camels, buffaloes, goats, dogs, and cats, and the use of oxen-drawn carts. But despite the wealth of archaeological evidence, a significant veil remains drawn over the Indus Valley Civilization, their script. Excavations have yielded thousands of seals, numerous terracotta tablets, and inscriptions on metal objects, all bearing witness to their unique written language known as the Indus script. For nearly a century, historians have tirelessly attempted to decipher these symbols, but the key to unlocking their meaning remains elusive. Unlike the scripts of Mesopotamian, Egyptian, and Chinese civilizations, which have been successfully translated, the Indus script continues to defy our understanding. The Rosetta Stone, which provided the crucial link for deciphering Egyptian hieroglyphs, has no equivalent for the Indus script. While over 100 attempts have been made to crack the code, a definitive breakthrough is yet to occur. However, some tentative conclusions have been drawn. It's believed that the Indus script was written from right to left. On some seals, signs appear compressed and smaller towards the left edge, mirroring how we might squeeze words when running out of space. Furthermore, seals often feature a prominent animal symbol beneath the inscription. Rhinoceroses, elephants, tigers, and bulls are common. Intriguingly, these inscribed stone seals are often surprisingly small, just a few square centimeters, yet they manage to accommodate both text and animal imagery. In their efforts to understand this lost language, historians have meticulously collected and analyzed the signs and symbols of the Indus script, identifying around 400 distinct characters. Some resemble simple tick marks, while others depict fish, turtles, crabs, insects, and birds. The sheer number of symbols suggests that the Indus script was likely a logosyllabic script, where signs could represent either entire words or individual syllables. To illustrate, English is an alphabetic language with 26 letters, none of which carry inherent meaning in isolation. Meaning arises only when letters combine to form words. In contrast, a logosyllabic language like Chinese employs distinct signs, each often carrying its own specific meaning. It's believed the Indus script functioned similarly. Analysis of the inscriptions on the discovered seals reveals that most contain only around 5 signs, although some longer inscriptions with up to 26 symbols have been found. The presence of Indus script seals in distant lands like Persia and Mesopotamia, a result of their extensive trade, initially led some researchers to believe the script was related to Mesopotamian writing, but these theories have since been largely dismissed. The enigma of the Indus script remains stubbornly unresolved, with historians yet to reach a consensus on its nature. Theories abound, with some suggesting links to Sanskrit or Dravidian languages. However, historian Steve Farmer controversially proposed that the symbols might not constitute a true language at all, arguing that if it were, we would likely find longer, more complex texts, akin to those found in Egypt and Mesopotamia. He suggests the Indus signs might have served more as symbolic representations, but the truth remains elusive. The allure of unlocking these secrets is powerful. Just recently, the Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, M.K. Stalin, announced a significant reward, $1 million, for anyone who can successfully decode the Indus script. This bold initiative underscores the enduring fascination and the high stakes involved in solving this ancient linguistic puzzle. The story of the Indus Valley Civilization is a testament to the rise and fall of human societies. From its meticulously planned cities and advanced technologies to its enigmatic script and the unresolved mystery of its decline, it stands as a powerful reminder of the complexities and fragility of even the most sophisticated civilizations. While much remains unknown, the ongoing archaeological efforts and the persistent quest to decipher their language offer a glimmer of hope that one day the full story of this remarkable lost world will finally be unearthed.